Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to jump on because I've been tagged in a few videos recently of dogs that are going for toys. There's jumping up people and there was around other dogs. And all three of the videos, I think there was food as well possibly, but all the videos used a method of deliberately setting the dog up for failure. Okay. I would never do that. You know, for me, as humans, we're better than that. You know, we've got to teach the dog first. Why would you use a harsh correction on a dog that doesn't know what you're supposed to do? So, obviously, I'm not going to call out the trainers because it's what they do. So, my view, as I've always stated, Bliss is going for the toys up there, so you can see she's got a drive for the toy. My view is always promote what I love and don't diss other people. But I've been tagged in those videos, so I'm going to show you. But look, you can see she wants that toy. So this isn't something that I've set up and isn't sort of, you know, sterile. She wants that toy. You can see that. So the videos that I saw, you know, they used a slip lead. Okay, slip lead is that obviously where it slides. And what they did, you got the toy girly. Good girl. So the slip lead was on the dog. They threw the toy. They wanted the dog to leave it, so they threw the toy. The dog had never been taught leave. So the dog went to get the toy and the trainer yanked the dog back really harshly. So the lead tightened around the neck. Not only can it damage the spine for a start, it can damage the soft tissue area around there. So I always question, why would you do that? The dog didn't know what it was supposed to be doing. Why would you then go to a harsh correction? We don't set anything else up for failure in any other part of our life. You wouldn't send a scuba diver down diving without checking the tanks, okay? Just to teach them a lesson that, oh, you know, you might die. No, we wouldn't do that. So why are we setting dogs up deliberately to fail so that we can then use a harsh correction? Now, it may only be a snap second, but what I saw in that video was after the yank was the dog cowering on the floor, like that. And then they went, oh, okay, go get it. And the dog kind of sheepishly kind of went for the toy. No, you know, you're using fear and intimidation to teach. We don't use fear and intimidation, okay? So what would I do? So I would have the dog's toy, right? She's interested in one toy or the other. What do I want? If I wanted to leave it, so I start, firstly, get the toy. Good girl. Look for her to focus on me. So I've got eye contact. Good girl. Then I would slowly lower the toy. Okay? If she moved for the toy, then I would lift it. Wait for it to go back in that position. Slowly lower it again. And then this would happen in what we would call shaping stages. So I might let her get it here. I might let her get it here. Ready? Get it! Yes. Good girl. Okay. Get it. Go get it. Good girl. Ready? Good girl. Then I'm going to play get it. So I'm just throwing it so she can get it. Okay. Good girl. So again, bring it back. Look for that eye contact. She's actually looking for a treat. Good girl, Blissy. Come here then. So again, what I can do now is, the next step is again, wait for this eye contact. This time, lower it down. I'm going to leave it. You ready? Go get it! She's looking for the food, so I'll show you with food in a bit. But again, ready? Blissy. Pop it down. Pick it up. Yes, good girl. Then I can start to go get it. Look at the difference. No sheepish, just ready. And then, but now you can see when I'm teaching, I can throw it without saying anything and she can go and get it. But if I kind of go, right, Bliss, come here. Good girl. Good girl. And I can then add my leave it and then I can say, go get it. and off she goes. But by doing it slowly, good girl, you can have a piece of food for that. By doing it slowly in stages, by going, right, I'm popping it down, but if she goes towards it, slowly move it away, pop it down, and then let her get it in stages, she starts to learn, oh, you want me to wait? Then you can add your wait and you stay and you leave. So the leave it for me would be when she's looked away from the item and looks to me, because that's what I want to have happen. As she's going towards it, I want her to come away. But I'm teaching, okay? Don't need to correct, because she knows that I might release her to the toy. But if I do it with food, okay? So again, got some high value food here, and I'm going to pop the food down. Now, if she was to go for it, I would just gently cover it, wait for her to back away. Good girl. And then I can start to leave it. Good girl. Go on. Let her get it. Okay. I don't need to deliberately set her up for failure so I can give her a harsh correction. The look on the dog's face, you know, it was just in this really sheepish mode. And you know, my caveat with that is, you know, people debate about methods and people are free to choose what methods they want. But when I hear people doing or seeing people doing those harsh corrections and then having a pop at anyone who does reward-based training, I always find that really odd and really strange. So my caveat to anyone who trains like that with corrections, fine, at the moment, you're free to do so. That's your choice. I choose not to. Right? At the moment, there's nothing illegal about it or anything like that. But my choice is to train with kindness and be an empowering leader. Okay, I want to show my dog's true leadership. Yanking a collar, hurting a dog, and whether you think, oh, the dog's not feeling pain, not feeling that, until the dog can speak to us and say, you know, that didn't hurt, or I'm fine with that, that's comfortable, we'll never know. So I choose not to, okay? But if you're then going to badmouth reward-based trainers, now I'm not purely positive or positive only, you know, me removing the toy is, if you like, negative punishment because I'm taking the toy away. So I'm not there. I do have certain consequences for the incorrect behavior, but none of them are harsh corrections. So to those trainers that say they do this and reward-based training isn't good enough, it's not that reward-based training isn't good enough. It's just that you are not good enough to train with reward-based training. There is a big difference. I hear it all the time when someone will say, you know, that won't work, or the dog won't do this, or the dog won't do that, and you have to do this and you have to do that. It's often because you don't have the skills to do that. And that's not slagging them off. People have skill sets. Some people don't have the skills to do certain training. So when people call out, you know, reward-based training and go, it doesn't work, it's probably because they haven't got the skills to do it. Because if I can show you here, and I could do it with Rebel, I could do it with any dog that I have coming to me today, I could do this exercise and have them leaving it. So if I can do that with any dog, why would I need a harsh correction? So if I can get away from a harsh correction, surely as a decent human being, as a kind, ethical human being, I would train in a kind, ethical way. What a good girl. So again, just remember, it's not that reward-based training isn't good enough. It's just that some people aren't good enough to do it. Good girl. Come on then, Blissy. Yes. Well, good girl.